Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Iamaleava. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Going to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
Fires toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right down the middle. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quick give. It's Pringle. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not quite enough to move the sticks, and it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Taking a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw it. Iamaleava. Almost picked off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the catch. It's Cox. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Again, it's Iamaleava. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing, Mensah. Left side is Lofton. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the 1st quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sees an alley. Enough to move the chains. All kinds of room to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's changing the play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the point after is good. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. Swamped immediately.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot.
Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Cox. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. He's past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Piles his way ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff again. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Got the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Mensah hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Cox. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They give it to him again. Sees a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Making the adjustment.
Hammer! Escape! Hammer! Eagle! Check! Eagle! Escape!
Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Makes the grab inbounds!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's inside. It's Cox. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Cox. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. Press set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Delayed handoff. It's Cox. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throwing, Mensah. Going for it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
On the ground, it's Pringle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
With the draw, it's Cox. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Punch! Venom! Hey, Venom! Doc!
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with UAB taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Blazers who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Takes a shot at the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short long-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Mensah. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The run inside. It's Lee. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They give it back to him. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Bruins will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Needs it. Got a little space. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's
looking for the end zone. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss. And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't.
Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole. It's Lee. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Right at the line. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running inside, it's Pringle. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Pushes ahead. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Number 99 sets a kickoff.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, it's Pringle. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got out of trouble and throws. Not enough juice on that one.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Trying to establish the run. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might as well run him again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped right there.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Quick give. It's Pringle. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down.